Chillin', chillin'. Friends are here.
away, you can't see how they really look. The sand is so small. You can't see how the sand beings really live. So here, sorry.
We'll figure it out. I'm
Okay.
trying to get the best, like.
So here we see them differently. But just like us, they all live. Yeah.
Okay, so try that one now.
They all live.
Okay, that's
Oh
way
wow.
better.
Whoa. Yeah. Woohoo. They all live.
Okay, Hannah,
You can't see how the sand beings really live.
you're gonna be speaking right into this. Okay, so I'll help you. And then she'll put your nose, like, make your nose touch right there.
Hey.
And then maybe this needs to go higher. Like, how would, like, what's the best for you to see it? Maybe, like, this type of thing. This song. Can you read that? Okay. So, let me check my. Just keep on, just say, so, like, say, nanu, 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 nanu.
Nanu, 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 nanu.
Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going.
Nanu, 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 nanu.
Okay, can you hear
That's
yourself
great,
now?
Hannah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So basically,
Yes.
I'm gonna show you both. Okay.
Okay.
So if I'm right here, it sounds like that. Okay. As I get closer, it sounds nicer and bigger and deeper.
It's so
okay.
big.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our voice to sound really good in the ears. Okay. So I want you to hear
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. So if I was to be, okay, let's have you do it. Okay. So say this line.
Isn't the sand cozy? Daddy, it tickles my feet.
Okay. Say
'Cause
cozy
mine.
again. Say cozy.
Cozy.
Say, isn't the sand cozy?
Isn't the sand cozy?
Oh no.
Okay, so let's try to go a little closer and say that.
Isn't the sand cozy?
Okay, does that sound better when you did that, when you went a little closer?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's really cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Okay, so,
Uh-huh. Hello?
Shoot, I need page
Hello?
one.
Hello?
you know what, page one?
I need page one.
Ooh, are these not all paged out? So real quickly, so you don't have this one?
Yeah,
Wait.
that's the only one I'm missing.
Okay, so we'll have to, we'll use this both for you guys, unless you have, he has another one.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you should have it. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Oh, I love that it's wireless.
Yeah. It helps out a lot.
To the wire.
Hello.
Come in,
Oh wow, Mama's here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
With refreshments. And
Refreshments. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're cooler.
Yeah, cool out with poi.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello. Hope there's a little bit of ferment in that poi.
Gotta add in. Oh, coffees. All kind. Carrot juice. You want a carrot juice? Carrot juice, good. Carrot juice.
I'll do some carrot juice somehow. I have a cup here somewhere. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have fun. Oh my God, this is like that kind. You
Yes.
guys are pond on this weekend.
Friday.
Cows do not have upper
Woo!
front teeth.
Yes. Yes. Go. It seeps in. Oh, thank you.
You know what? It tastes like just like the taro that I made.
It is the taro.
I mean, it's the same taro, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just in this form. But I recognize the taste, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Like
recognize the
guacamole.
taste because,
Yep.
like, what makes it so like?
Amazing.
It's almost like silky, milky.
Well, I mean, it's the soil and the water. And then it's the leguamole. Yeah.
Lehua mau. Wait, what did you say?
Mauli.
What does that mean?
Delicious.
Common is one term.
Oh,
Yeah, mauli, like everybody know, like that's the one, you know. Yeah. Mauli.
There's snacks for today, brah.
Charge up. That's the high grade right there.
Oh, really?
Oh, I have some other high grade too. The apes. Apes come here. I have some apes for you. Yeah.
Wait.
Bye.
We go ape them up.
Bye.
We go ape them up. We go ape them up. Oh.
Ape 'em up. Poi 'em up. Oh, Hana Marie's. What is that, Hana?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Okay, so let's
Stand in the
practice a little.
phone.
Let's
Yeah, let's
practice
do
a
it.
little bit, guys. Let's just
Let's
like,
do it.
but before we
Okay.
like, full on do it, let's just
Yep.
like start practicing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm ready to go, guys.
Mm.
Okay. Let's just have you, because I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this right now. I think right now what we're just gonna do is
We're gonna do a page
have you say it. What is that?
We're gonna do one page at a time, and then edit it. Right?
Yet.
Can we do that?
How about this? Why don't we just like do it to do it, and each and no do it to like to do it, and then if we do it and we get it, then we can move on to the next one. You know what I mean? We'll just like do each one by one until we get it nice. Okay. So I have this. Man, look at this things by
I need to take a picture of that. Can I take a picture of that?
What is this, Norm?
That's the four pillars of God.
The four pillars of God?
Hello.
The blood of the clown. And then in the center is the triad, the four triads.
Okay, so after this, I'm gonna have you on the microphone talk about this, okay? All right.
Yes. Woo.
Okay. Okay, so everybody, let's get to our places. Places, please. Okay,
Places.
I'm not recording just yet. Okay, so you have time to finish your ice cream. Okay. No. Okay. So let's just kind of just go through the first page. Just go through the first page and see how we do this. Okay. So, Miranda, Hannah. Okay, I'm gonna call you Miranda from now on for the rest of this next few hours or whatever we do to this. Your name is Miranda. Okay, and then we have Danny over there. Okay, so when I say
Danny.
Danny's like daddy, but Danny.
Danny.
Okay, so let's have you say the first line into the mic as nice as you can.
Doesn't this sound cozy? Daddy, it tickles my feet.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, and let's hear you.
The sand here is not made of volcanic rock. Honey, like where we were last night. It's made of billions of microscopic animals that cushion the hard rocks below.
Okay, I do think that we do need to get you a pop filter.
Yeah, pop in.
Yeah.
I'm a popper.
Okay.
Yeah. Pop protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say again?
That too much in?
Yeah, no, well, yeah, I mean, I have one of those type of mics on him, and it sounds the best when his voice is right in it. So we're gonna go for this.
Yeah, and then Norm, any kind of phrasing, if it's too much or too little or something, I'm all in for the coaching.
Okay, if I
Any kind of
raise my
thing?
hand,
Yeah.
say repeat.
Okay. And then if you need it, some like less or more or something. Just, yeah.
Pop 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 pop.
I want to show you the difference. Look.
Pop 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 pop
That's
pop
big.
pop pop.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
huge. That's
You know what I'm
huge.
saying?
Oh.
So the other way we could do it that I have some people do it. Check.
Check 1 2 2 2 2 2 1. Pop 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 pop.
How we're gonna do this?
Do you have another headphones?
Oh no, I
Not
only
yet?
have 4.
Okay.
I have. Oh no.
Use mine.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Norm, you
It's all
should
good.
have them on for
Yeah.
sure. You gotta turn them on too. You gotta turn them on, yes. Oh man, not you see now my studio is expanding. You know what I mean? I gotta get more. I only could afford 4. You know what I mean? Like.
You bought so much stuff, it's amazing.
Great.
Oh wow.
It sounds nice, Anna. Your voice sounds really nice.
Can you hear me? Yep.
On the bottom. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there. Oh, and then hang on. We gotta get to this channel.
Y'all. Yay, you can hear me.
Yeah. It's great, huh? Let's have fun with this, alright?
I think the best way to do it is to you go through it one time and then I'll talk to you and then you do it.
Okay.
So you do a prep time
Okay.
and then the next time we'll do it.
Sounds good.
If I have any questions, I'll let you know and then we can.
Yeah, it's just like a flow thing, yeah?
Yeah,
So
it's
how do-
where you got the waves crossing you. You know the soft waves breaking on the beach. You've got it's night.
All that will be post production though.
The stars are in the sky.
Right.
Clear. There's lots of stars
Yep.
at that time of the year. And it's the first part is very soft. And of course you have to be like a teacher when you're talking. About this and that. So you're obsessed with teaching your daughter everything.
Check 1 2 2 2 2 1 2 2. Hey. Okay, so it's on there now, and so what I need from you, colleague,
Yeah.
is I need you to find a flow where you can be here and like flip pages like easily, and be maybe I think I have to bring it out more. Maybe out will be better. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. So this is a little bit in the way, but check 1 2 1 2 pop. Oh, that actually helps though. Okay, so
Okay.
try that one out.
Okay. Shoot. Pop it top. Pop it in. Pop. Pip. That's better, huh?
There you go.
Yes.
Mentos.
Pip. The sand here is not made of volcanic rock, honey, like where we were last night. It's made of billions of microscopic animals that cushion the hard rocks below. There's not a rock anywhere on the surface, and tomorrow we can stroll out in the soft cushioned sand, a full 100 yards, and the water will barely touch your shoulders. The reefs will protect you from the rougher waters.
Okay, let me hear your next part.
Neat. A living rug. Wow. And wait. And what? And Daddy, what's that that cloud of stars in the sky?
See? That's a slice of a galaxy, the Milky Way.
Boy, that'll be a lot to eat.
What is that, Norm? A lotto eat? What is
Lot to eat.
what does lotto eat mean?
A lot to eat.
That'll
So do
be
you
a
wanna-
lot to
are-
eat.
Well, whatever she wants to say, but I thought it was more supposed to that way, but whatever.
So I would say lotta,
A lot of.
instead of a lotto. So maybe make that correction. I left a pen over there. Right here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Correction!
Yeah, and make that correction. A lotta with an A. Here we got. Yeah. Thank you.
The lights went on. See that? Magically went on. Yeah. Oh, highlighter too. Okay.
So I think we'll do.
It's not a candy bar.
You can say that really like really upset.
Oh,
because
yeah.
She knows all about
Right.
the stars.
It's not a candy bar.
Joking, Daddy. A galaxy is billions of stars. Why are we always eating orange things? A Milky Way should be better.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop everybody. I think we can do this. I think the best way to do this is just to keep the recording going. I don't stop it. I just keep it going, and then we'll just make corrections. We'll make no.
What I want to do is
Okay.
have them run through it once, and then if I have anything to say, I'll say it,
Okay.
and then you record.
Okay. So we're gonna run through the whole thing once, and then we'll record.
Page by page.
Perfect. Done. Love it. Okay. So guys, I'm not going to record right now. Okay. This is we're just going to go through the whole thing together as a group.
First page.
Right. Well, I'm talking about the whole thing.
No. We're gonna do one page at a time, and then then I'm gonna make comments that need to be, and then they're gonna do the page on record.
Epic! I love it.
Boom!
Norm. Boom shaka. We got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you hear that? What he said is we're gonna do it. We're gonna practice a page at a time, then we'll record and do it. Okay, and then we'll practice a page at a time, then we'll record and do it. Perfect. Love it, guys.
Yeah.
I love it. This is the way to do it. This
Yeah.
is the way to do it.
It's only a few pages.
Okay.
20.
So all right. So let a lot to eat, and then it's not a candy bar. Miranda, say it. Joking.
That line?
Joking, Daddy.
Joking, Daddy. A galaxy is billions of stars. Why are we always eating orange things? A Milky Way would be better.
Ooh.
Would be better.
Perfect. Danny.
Orange things, like oranges and carrots. They're good for your eyes, so you can see the stars better.
Okay, so hang on. I'm not hearing you as good as I'd like
Oh,
to.
okay.
You know what I'm
Orange
saying?
things, like oranges and carrots.
Right.
They're good for your eyes, so you can see the stars better.
Miranda.
We could sleep outside and watch the stars tonight. Let's do that.
Okay.
How do you do that?
Let's say
First
again.
page.
There's the right there.
Yeah, she's asking how she should say the
Where's
that line?
We could sleep outside and watch the stars tonight. Huh?
Oh.
Let's
Oh,
do
we're on
that.
Are you on the second
Oh,
page?
start,
the
huh?
The last of the first.
You know, mine's not like that.
I
Yeah,
know, you
he
don't
got a
have-
different version.
I did a little change on it.
Just yeah,
I think I have another copy. Except I'm missing the
I
first
think
page.
right here. That's where we stay.
No, but then I don't have
Yeah, there's he added the
So this is a new version since Friday,
Oh,
Norm?
this is the new
Yeah,
version.
yeah,
Yeah.
here. I'll give you. I lost the
Or the
first
one-
page,
yeah,
but I got
the one that she
all the
just
rest
gave.
for you.
So what page is this?
That's the new one.
The whole thing.
Except somehow I lost the first page. I got everything after that.
So I should be using this one that you just
Yeah,
gave me.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think we can get over that.
Now, the next thing is to remember when we do it on recording, you don't have to rush it. You can have a lot of space in between.
Yeah.
So you're just comfortable, and when you're ready to say it, you can say it.
Got it.
And if you make a mistake, you say repeat.
Repeat.
And then take a moment to breathe and think about it, and then do it again.
And it shouldn't be too hard because we're just doing
Awesome.
it a line at a time. So we'll figure this out together, guys.
Awesome.
All right. So let's just record the first page and see how that goes for us. Okay? Are you guys ready for that?
Sure.
All right. So I will say, I'll just say go, and then you guys start recording. Okay?
Okay.
Go.
Isn't the sand cozy, Daddy? It tickles my feet. Oh wait.
The sand here is not made of volcanic rock, honey, like where we were last night. It's made of billions of microscopic animals that cushion the hard rocks below. There's not a rock anywhere on the surface, and tomorrow we can stroll out in the soft cushioned sand a full 100 yards, and the water will barely touch your shoulders. The reefs, they'll protect you from the rougher waters.
Neat. A living rug? Wow. And Daddy, what's that cloud of stars in the sky?
See, that's a slice of a galaxy, the Milky Way.
You know what? I forgot. I have the air conditioning honestly yet. Let's get that out of there.
That was good.
No, that's good. Okay, so
That was good, Hannah.
we're getting into a flow. Hey, and guess what? It's gonna get better as we get through this and we doing it more. It's just gonna get easier. You're gonna flow with it out more, and you're gonna make less mistakes, and it'll be fine. And don't worry about if you make mistakes too, because I can edit a lot of the mistakes out. Just make sure to get all the words out though. Okay.
Yeah.
So air conditioning is now off.
Start from the beginning then.
Yes, we're gonna start from the beginning.
I like your voice, Hannah. It sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Must be hereditary.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna EQ a little bit of her voice though, real quick. She's in 10. I'll try to talk real quick.
Hello? Hello, hello.
Say,
Nice.
say, isn't the sand cozy?
Isn't the sand cozy?
Try again.
Isn't the sand cozy?
Nice. Okay. Remember, Hannah, the closer you are to the mic, I even recommend if your nose is like touching it a little. You know what I mean? Not where you're like bumping it, but like you're like touching the top of the thing a little bit. That'll help to get the sound out really well. Okay? All right, so let's try that again, guys.
Okay.
2, 3, ready, go.
Isn't the sand cozy? Daddy, it tickles my feet.
The sand here is not made of volcanic rock, honey, like where we were last night. It's made of billions of microscopic animals that cushion the hard rocks below. There is not a rock anywhere on the surface, and tomorrow we can stroll out in the soft cushioned sand a full 100 yards, and the water will barely touch your shoulders, and the reefs will protect you from the rough waters.
Neat. A living rug? Wow. And Daddy, what's that cloud of stars in the sky?
See, that's a slice of a galaxy, the Milky Way.
Boy, that'll be a lot to eat.
It's not a candy bar.
Joking, Daddy. A galaxy is billions of stars. Why are we always eating orange things? A Milky Way should be better.
Orange
Wood.
things, like oranges and carrots. They're good for your eyes, so you can see the stars better.
We could sleep outside and watch the stars tonight. Let's do that.
That's it, right? Okay.
Yep.
How do you say,
Let's listen to it. Come on. What do you think?
Okay, I just let's Hannah, let's do it one more time and more relaxed.
Why though, Norm?
What?
Why?
Because she felt like she was reading it, and I want her to feel like she's saying it.
Okay. Okay. So, I think what he's trying to say is,
I think just doing it over again she'll be much better.
right. Okay. Yeah, we'll have fun.
Yeah. Let's try it again. Let's do it again, huh? Woo-wee.
Okay. From the beginning. Ready, go.
Isn't the sand cozy, Daddy? It tickles my feet.
The sand here is not made of volcanic rock, honey, like where we were last night. It's made of billions of microscopic animals that cushion the hard rocks below. There's not a rock anywhere on the surface, and tomorrow we can stroll out in the soft cushioned sand a full 100 yards, and the water will barely touch your shoulders. And the reefs, they'll protect you from the rougher waters.
Neat. A living rug? Wow. And Daddy, what's that cloud of stars in the sky?
See, that's a slice of a galaxy, the Milky Way.
Boy, that'll be a lot to eat.
It's not a candy bar.
Joking, Daddy. A galaxy is billions of stars. And why are we eating orange things? A Milky Way would be better.
You want to try that again?
No, no, no. Keep on going.
Orange things like oranges and carrots, they're good for your eyes, so you can see the stars better.
We could sleep outside and watch the stars tonight. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. I turned your mic up a little bit, okay, but I'm gonna tell you, like the closer you are, the better for the sound.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the next page.
Okay.
All right. Second page.
Second page.
We don't have a sleeping bag.
No, well, when we film it, then we'll do the sleeping bag part. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my done pile. Where's your done pile? You got a done
Yeah.
pile?
So what I would do for you is I would just slide it over.
Yeah.
But like actually, maybe even flip it over. I would say.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Flip it over.
Burp, burp.
Okay. So we're gonna
Flip
try.
in.
Yeah. So the way we're doing it is really good because we're doing a page at a time. Then we'll just flip it over. You know what I mean? So that'll be real nice.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, let's go for the second page. Oh, let's practice for the second page.
Okay. Go for it, huh?
Wait, I'll get the pillows.
And then the next one.
Yeah, there's noises and then you
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
again, Candace.
We're gonna do the noise. So every time there's a noise, unless you kind of feel like you can do it, like you know, I mean, I guess we should talk about fast foot squishes, tent flap open, zipper sound.
No, we're gonna do that separate.
Right, okay.
They're just doing the night one.
But it might be nice for them to like make something up and then like
Yeah,
put
yeah, yeah.
that in there. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right. So next line.
Okay, one thing, Anna, you're real eager. You really want to see the star.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is
Sleep under the
awesome.
stars.
This is awesome.
Yes.
Get inside. Tell me about the stars.
Yeah.
Get inside. Tell me about the stars.
Line.
You're not afraid of jellyfish and crabs?
They don't like sleeping bags. Tell me about the stars.
You want to hear a real story from the stars?
Make believe is okay.
Stories are real, Miranda. Stories are alive up there. Their world is so far away you can't see how they really look. And the sand is so small you can't see how the sand beings really live. So here we see them differently. But just like us, they all live and have stories. They do it there, we do it here.
Tell me a story from up there.
All right. Okay. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. Boom chaka.
Wait, I'll get the pillows. Get inside. Tell me about the stars.
You're not afraid of jellyfish and crabs?
They don't like sleeping bags. Tell me about the stars.
You want to hear a real story from the stars?
Make believe is okay.
Stories are real, Miranda. Stories are alive up there. Their world is so far away you can't see how they really look. And the sand is so small you can't see how the sand beings really live. So here we see them differently. But just like us, they all live and have stories. They do it there, we do it here.
Tell me a story from up here. There.
Sorry again.
Tell me a story from up there.
One more time.
Tell me a story from up there.
Perfect.
There.
All right. Next page, guys.
Woo! Oh yeah!
Okay, Danny.
Okay, honey. There was once a comet who lived in the land of the living stars. He had a giant head. He had a giant
Hey.
Yeah, sorry. He had a giant head twice as big. Sorry, let me write that in. The A is pretty big, huh?
It is actually. Just write had a. Is Danny's pretty he's an educated man, right?
He's a famous scientist.
Right, and so should he be speaking a little bit more like
No,
Like-
he is a storyteller too, and that's why he got kicked out of in the book. That's why he got kicked out of the.
so what I'm saying is are we slanging it a little bit or being real proper?
No, he doesn't have to do anything. We don't.
But that doesn't tell me. Do you want him to be speaking a little bit? Well, he had had a.
To a child.
Okay, so so I get it. It's a child. It's a child, and you want children to have proper pronunciation, so
Yeah.
you speak it properly.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay, honey. There was once a comet who lived in the land of the living stars. He had a giant head, twice as big as his body, blue in color. Funny, huh? With red cheeks and eyes so deep you couldn't see the pupils inside. Just a soft yellow haze. His body got slenderer and slenderer until it reached his long blue tail. And it was huge! That tail, yeah? Bigger than 20 other living comets. His tail could stretch a star mile, and he used it to drill holes and caves into the sky.
I thought the sky was empty.
Now here on Earth, we live upon it. We don't live inside the sky. But stars and comets, they live inside the sky. And there, inside, they dwell in a hard rock that has a black obsidian sheen to it. Comets have to burrow through this hard rock, like they are digging out caves. So having a very long tail in this world is very good. Using his tail, the comet of Span can whip it out and shatter the hard rock sheen, easier than other comets. And when he is broken through... Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Should he finish his line though on the next page?
We'll do that next.
And he is
Got it.
broken through. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so down, yeah. It's just the, I guess, the inflections of going up and down for me. And, yeah.
But I also think that is actually solved when you think about that you're talking to a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're talking to a child, and everything is a little bit more articulate
Yep.
and for a child.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Okay.
record. Okay. So basically, the way it's gonna go is you're gonna hear 4 beeps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can restart recording. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, honey. There was once a comet
Wait,
who...
wait, wait.
Get inside. Tell me about the stars.
You're not afraid of jellyfish and crabs?
They don't like sleeping bags. Tell me about the stars.
You want to hear a real story from the stars?
Make believe is okay.
Stories are real, Miranda. Stories are alive up there. Their world is so far away you can't see.
On that one, is it stars or is it?
It's stars, but I don't think it makes a difference. It'll be all right.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Stars are alive up there. Yeah. Woo.
All right, you guys ready? On for Danny.
Okay, honey. There was once a comet who lived in the land of the living stars. He had a giant head twice as big as... Sorry. Repeat. He had a giant head twice as big as his body, blue in color. Funny, huh? With red cheeks and eyes so deep you couldn't see the pupils inside. Just a soft yellow haze. His body got slenderer and slenderer until it reached his long blue tail. And it was huge, that tail. Bigger than 20 other living comets. His tail could stretch a star mile, and he used it to drill holes and caves into the sky.
I thought the sky was empty.
Now here on Earth, we live upon it. We don't live inside the sky. But stars and comets, they live inside the sky. And there inside they dwell in a hard rock that has a black obsidian sheen to it. Comets have to burrow through this hard rock like they're digging out hard caves. So having a very long tail in this world is very good. Using his tail, the comet of Span can whip it out and shatter the hard rock sheen easier than other comets. And when he has broken through, woo,
We're on page 4, guys.
Then other comets can use the caves he has made. Sorry. Then other comets can use the caves he has made and travel easily about. He's a trailblazer in the land of the living stars.
Don't stall on him.
Oh,
And
okay.
Caves he has made and traveled.
Okay.
Miranda. Go ahead.
He makes caves in the sky. What about the stars?
The stars are too heavy, honey. Their weight burrows them deep into the hard rock sky, and they're stuck there, unable to see, touch. Oh, sorry.
So wait, hang on. And they are stuck.
They're stuck there, unable to see, touch, and feel other living stars.
Okay, so they are stuck
Mm.
there. Okay, they are stuck there, unable to see.
Okay.
So connect the stuck there
Okay.
together. Go ahead and finish it.
Their weight burrows them deep into the hard rock sky, and they're stuck there, unable to see, touch, and feel other living stars. They move in space like we move in time. They're stuck going one direction at the same pace until they die. Nor do they ever see or touch another living star.
They don't see each other? How horrible. Do they know each other other stars exist?
Comets tell them about the other stars, and stars have developed an art of telling stories to other stars. They are long stories, like books, and stars create thunder melodies and sing songs upon those thunder melodies.
Like the sound of music?
Yes, but some stars are very deep and serious thinkers.
Nice. Epic guys, you ready?
Woo! You know it. Oh, next one.
Where's Archon?
Sorry, where? Nice one. Do it.
What song is that?
I don't know.
About the other stars. The stars have developed an art form of telling stories to other stars. I see. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
They're long
guys, you
stories,
ready?
like books. Okay. Yeah.
On 4.
Then
Wait.
sorry. Through
Uh,
other comments. Then other comets, sorry, repeat. Then other comets can use the caves he has made and travel easily about. He's a trailblazer in the land of the living stars.
He makes caves in the sky? What about the stars?
The stars are too heavy, honey. Their weight burrows them deep into the hard rock sky, and they're stuck there, unable to see, touch, and feel other living stars. They move in space like we move in time. They're stuck going one direction at the same pace until they die. Nor do they ever see or touch another living star.
They don't see each other? How horrible. Do they know other stars exist?
Comets tell them other stars. Repeat. Comets tell them about the other stars. And stars have developed an art form of telling stories to other stars. They are long stories, like books, and stars create repeat. They are long stories, like books, and stars create thunder melodies and sing upon those thunder melodies.
Like the sound of music?
Yes, but some stars are very deep and serious thinkers.
Great, guys. Thank you. Let's go on to page 4 and 5. Sorry.
And stars' stature is based solely on the popularity of their stories.
Maybe it should be and the star stature. Norm?
Okay.
And the stars' stature is based solely on the popularity of their stories.
Whose is that? Is that my thing?
This one,
Um,
And it is the living comments that relay these stories to other stars. Now, the common storytellers have but two-worded names. The good storytellers have three-worded names. But the most popular storytellers are the deep thinkers, and they can have a four-worded name. But there were two master storytellers in the land of the living stars, who Miranda, they had eight-worded names.
Eight-worded? That's eight-worded? That's double the deep thinkers. Do you know a story from a master storyteller?
Sure, but they're not just short stories. The master storyteller's stories are deep, deep stories, and long and spoken in many layers.
A layer daddy? How do you say that one?
A layer?
A layer daddy?
Okay. Yeah.
Try
What?
again.
Keep on going.
Try again, Hannah. A layer, Daddy?
A layer daddy?
The same story, but told from entirely different perspectives and radically different surroundings.
From different people?
Yes, from different people dwelling in different worlds.
Different worlds?
Nice.
Is that mine or yours?
What is that?
I don't know where I put mine.
Right here. I think this is yours.
That's mine?
Yeah.
Nice. You got yours. All right, perfect.
Oh, you got your drink? Yes, take a sip.
Snapple apple, Snapple apple.
How old are you, Anna?
10.
10 years old. Okay, all right, you guys ready to record?
Sure.
All right, on 4.
And the stars' stature is based solely on the popularity of their stories. And it is the living comets that relay these stories to other stars. Now, the common storytellers have but two-worded names. The good storytellers have three-worded names. But the most popular storytellers are the deep thinkers, and they can have a four-worded name. But there were two master storytellers in the land of the living stars, who Miranda, they had eight-worded names.
Eight-worded? That's double the deep thinkers. Do you know a story from a master storyteller?
Sure, but they're not just short stories. The master storyteller's stories are deep, deep stories, and long, and spoken in many layers.
A layer daddy?
The same story, but told from entirely different perspectives and radically different surroundings.
From different people?
Yes, from different people. Oh, sorry. Repeat. Yes, from different people dwelling in different worlds.
Different worlds?
Perfect. Let's go on to page 6, guys.
Woo! Knocking them down, Hannah.
Get 'em
Scared me.
down.
All good, all
How many
good.
pages is this, Norris?
Write it.
Number 6.
How many pages is this?
20.
20.
6 of 20. Knocking them down.
25% done, guys.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, let's practice. Danny.
It's like history. The same things happen over and over in history, but with different characters, in different surroundings, and in different times. Like the medieval days, with horses compared with today, with cars and phones. And the same story keeps happening again and again, but using different props to conduct it. Yes, it is odd, for what happens in one time affects what happens in the other times. It's like music, where chords play 4 notes at once. Yet each time, and each person, and each surrounding is a single story note that blends into a chord. Woo. With the real story, the resounding music, repeat. With the real story, the resounding music chord going from one transition chord to another. It is the chords and their transitions, their modulations, that is the real story. And the final chord is like the ending of a magnificent symphony's final crescendo. You'll understand as the story grows.
A symphony story? Daddy? Forgot that part. Okay,
One more.
let me redo it.
Yep.
A symphony story? Daddy?
Real quickly, a symphony story, Daddy?
Yeah,
Okay. A symphony story, Daddy?
Hang on, let me check this thing out.
Check, check. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Hello?
That's right. A symphony.
I think we should take out A.
That's right.
right.
That's right. A symphony story that rides upon thunderous melodies transported by the comets. Oh, sorry. Thunderous melodies transported by the comets to other comets and finally delivered to the designated star.
Daddy, what do they sound like?
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes, this is this is good. Okay. Let's do it. You with us, Mom? Yeah, you reading along? Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Statue, isn't it?
It's giving that other perspective. Yeah, it's giving that. Right there. The outside.
Okay. And stop.
It's like history. The same things happen over and over in history, but with different characters, in different surroundings, and in different times. Like the medieval days, with horses compared with today, yeah? With cars and phones. And the same story keeps happening again and again, but using different props to conduct it. Yes, it is odd. For what happens in one time affects what happens in the other times. It's like music, where chords play 4 notes at once. Yet at each time, and each person, and each surrounding is a single storied note that blends into a chord. With the real story, With the real story, the resounding music chord going from one transition chord. Let's do that. With the real story, the resounding music chord going from one transition chord to another. I should do that again, huh? Okay. It is the chords and their transitions, their modulations. That is the real story. And the final chord is like the ending of a magnificent symphony's final crescendo. You'll understand as the story grows. Oh, there was a Bing too, huh?
What?
I don't know, somebody.
Yeah, no, it's just.
You'll understand as the story grows. You'll understand as the story grows. Story grows.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with Miranda. Okay, on 4, I'll cue you in. 2, 3, go.
A symphony story, Daddy?
That's right. A symphony story that rides upon thunderous melodies. That was it,
That
right?
was me.
Ah!
Ah.
Woo!
Go, go, go.
Got it.
God.
Sorry, where are we at?
That's right.
That's right. A symphony story that rides upon thunderous melodies, transported by the comets to other comets, and finally delivered to the designated star.
Daddy, what do they sound like?
Shit.
Here, I'll show you.
This
I just
thing
see
is
that.
doing something weird. We gotta do that last part again.
Okay. Let's do it again. One more time.
Why is it doing that? Alright, so same thing. A symphony story, Daddy,
Okay.
on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
A symphony story, Daddy?
That's right. A symphony story that rides upon thunderous melodies transported by the comets to other comets and finally delivered to the designated star.
Daddy, what do they sound like?
Alright. So we got that. Practice, guys.
Here, I'll show you. Now just sit up. I'm gonna touch the back of your. I'm gonna touch that back of your ears first, or ears.
Touch
You-
the back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah,
crack
it up, Hannah. Yeah.
Crack 'em, crazy
Crack 'em up.
fire, that sound like thunder.
Don't like thunder. Here, I'll show you. Now just sit up. I'm gonna touch the back of your ears. You'll hear buzz sound first. That's another universe talking to us. It is a bit unpleasant, but wait. And the music of the stars will but wait. And the music of the stars will enter your ears.
Okay, we'll do the other.
Saga of the Mighty Valentine. And at the end of the song, the singer on the tape says, "You are a star girl, da 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 da." And then you are going to take over and sing the star girl song again.
That's great. Okay.
So, I would suggest the way that we do it is this. Let's have Danny do the first one, and then Norm, are you gonna do this right now?
What, the fleet?
The officer
No, I got it.
Yep. Coming in.
on your computer. So I say we use the. Yeah. I'll help you.
Woo!
Well, we might as well change this up to
Boy break, boy break.
Point break. So there's one over here.
I gotta go in there, right? On the mic.
You have to take the
I have to get a picture of this. That's my setup. Pass knuckle. I want to show grandma and papa
Good, yeah. Sure.
of what the setup looks like.
Yeah.
Is there a plug in here? No worries. Yeah, it's simple. I mean, like, is there a plug in here? Yeah. So, why can't you just use his speaker? Okay. Well, I can't. Yeah, I think you can. So, let's just hand it off to each other. We'll record
Okay.
each time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's get a little bit of air conditioning on for a second.
Are we on page 8 or 7?
I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, okay. You have page 7? Yeah, let me. You don't come in till the end, do you? You don't come in this
I
part.
don't.
Yeah, okay, good. Seems you move every night to avoid me. You got to get a permit. This is the end. I'm gonna have to write you up some. You're homeless? You work?
Okay, so let's just one at a time.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna switch off the gas mic.
Okay.
So just wait.
Here, I'll show you. Now just, yeah.
And oh wait, hang on.
Here, I'll show you. Now just sit up. I'm gonna touch the back of your ears. You'll hear buzz sound first. That's another universe talking to us. It is a bit unpleasant, but wait. And the music of the stars will enter your ears.
It seems you move every night to avoid me, huh? You gotta get a permit. Hey, this is the end. I'm gonna have to write you up.
I got work. I'll have money for the permit tomorrow. Promise. Tomorrow. I'll have it, officer.
You homeless? You working?
Manpower. I did garden work today at St. Louis High School. I get paid tomorrow. I'll have it.
Garden work? Hey, I got news for you. You should be having a job as a singer, man. Yeah, you really sound good to me, I'll tell you that. But if you don't pay and you get stopped, you're gonna be in jail. Singer or not.
Say the line before that.
I hate giving homeless people $50 tickets. You don't pay and you get stopped, you're gonna be in jail.
There. Good one, guys. Let's check out what's next.
You keep going.
Yes, we're page 8. Yes, so this is the last one for you. Go.
And your kid, oh, let me get closer. And your kid will go to foster care. Okay, tomorrow. But tomorrow night, no permit, that will happen. And you better be here. Because if I find you and you're not here, I'll personally put you in jail myself.
Thank you, officer. I'll be here. I'll have it.
Perfect. And you're out of here, Norm.
Yeah, no.
These are turned over pages, 7 and 8.
Yeah, so yeah, put them over there. Boy break.
Boy, break.
So yes, so you're on page 8. So why page 8? So what is it? How much is a year? 1 pound. for sake of it, let's practice it like as a smooth thing. So it's gonna be like, Daddy, why did you lie to the policeman? I didn't. I have the permit tomorrow. Don't worry. You didn't work at St. Louis today, and then sometimes you need to pretend, but you didn't tell the policeman you were pretending. That's a lie. Don't you want to hear a real story? Blah blah blah. I'm just like, let's get that one like kind of like speedy.
Okay. Yeah,
like
yeah.
Nice,
Okay.
like speedy dialogue together.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Air conditioner is off. Hopefully this works. Okay. And
Daddy, why did you lie to the policeman?
I didn't. I'll have the permit tomorrow. Don't worry.
You didn't work at St. Louis today,
Sometimes you need to pretend.
but you didn't tell the policeman you were pretending. That's a lie.
Don't you want to hear a real story from a master storyteller with a name 8 words long?
Okay, get back in the sleeping bag.
perfect, guys. Let's go to page 9. Okay, you see how faster it gets?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get to Hana. We're trying to get to a conversation flow. I'm gonna edit it and make it good, but if we can have the conversation flow already happening, it makes it easier on me as well as just like just figuring it out. Okay, so let's do it real quick. All right, let's go for it, guys. Practice. Let's do a practice.
Now, stars shine bright, and they have long, like ice cream cones that get wider and wider the farther away from the stars they are. Sorry. Woo! Long, like ice cream cones that get wider and wider the farther away from the stars they are. And within these cones are planets like our Earth, and many comets. Stars talk to their planets, and comets to their cone, or in their cone, but they cannot talk to other stars directly.
So hang on. Stars talk to the planets and comets in their cone, but they cannot talk to other stars directly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so
Stars talk to their planets and comets in their cone, but they cannot talk to other stars directly.
That's so sad.
This living story starts with a 4-worded star scientist of the name the Star of Sapphire Sight. She, for a billion cycles, has been organizing other stars to break through their world and come to a place like Earth, a flatter space world, where stars can at least touch, feel, and see others of their kind.
That's so sad. They can't even hug their dad.
Your eyes are closed. I put you to sleep?
I think it should be a little bit more like your eyes are closed. I put you to sleep. You know what I mean? Like more reassuring style. I'll be right back. Okay. You guys ready?
Your eyes are closed. I put you to sleep.
I would say so.
Okay. Your eyes are closed? Put you to sleep?
Your eyes are closed. So it's a real like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dum, 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 dum.
Okay. And I don't know why my computer's not doing this.
Now, stars shine bright, and they have long, like ice cream cones that get wider and wider the farther away from the stars they are. And within these cones are planets, like our Earth, and many comets. Stars talk to their planets and comets in their cone, but they cannot talk to other stars directly.
That's so sad.
This living story starts. Sorry, repeat. This living story starts with a 4-worded star scientist of the name the Star of Sapphire Sight. She, for a billion cycles, has been organizing other stars to break through their world and come to a place like Earth. A flatter space world where stars can at least touch, feel, and see others of their kind.
That's so sad. They can't even hug their dad.
Your eyes are closed. I put you to sleep. I'll be right back.
Okay, practice the next page, guys.
This page, Daniel and
A woman fork. That's you, Mom. You hear that? God is talking to you. Come to the Lord. Be saved. That's you,
Oh,
Mom.
my.
yeah,
That's you. That's you. It says a woman fork.
What is a fork?
I don't know.
Fork is women that try to drag prostitutes to the Lord.
Oh wow.
And they're on Hotel Street.
Oh
and
shit.
they're this is where you're going.
Oh wow.
That's what they call them. Forks.
Yeah, sure.
Who's
Um,
Gene?
Who's Gene?
Jeannie's another person.
Oh wow.
She's
Yo, yo, what's going on?
who's busy.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, everything's good. Could you check the mail for me again? I got another thing in the mail today.
Package arrived downstairs.
Oh, today, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it then. Yeah, that's it.
Guys.
That's the ring. That's the ring maker.
Oh yeah?
That's the ring maker.
The big one?
The big one is a leaf mulcher, and then the other one is a bathroom exhaust fan.
You want those in a car?
Yes.
Yes. Who's Gene?
Yeah, who's gonna be Gene?
You're gonna have to get a Korean accent.
Korean. Down the road, Gene.
I can do it.
What?
Your tata, she not come back. She left. Oh my God, she alone? Kids know when their parents aren't there. Hurry back, hurry!
That's not the way. It's a beautiful woman that's talking very beautifully. Like you, sir.
Your tata, she's not back. Has she left?
Forget that. Okay. We're gonna get.
You're this one.
We're gonna have to get a Korean, a real Korean person from Korea.
A woman fork.
Like
Mom,
a
right
real
here.
one?
Mom, right here.
Yeah.
A woman.
You hear
Put
that?
put your nose.
Just in one line. Drop.
I got a. There's a girl downstairs right now. She's like not Korean, but she's a girl.
Oh. You need to have a Korean accent.
I know, you know a Korean. Yeah, what's her name? Our friends at the farm who come and or Clarence's wife. I mean girlfriend.
Oh, the old ladies.
Yes, the old ladies. They come to pick up Korean vegetables from our farm.
Are these younger ladies or old ladies?
Old ladies.
No, I'm asking Norm.
They're in their 70s.
Maybe 16. I think they're in their 60s.
You hear that? God is talking to you. Come to the Lord. Be saved. Like that?
Do it again. I wasn't listening.
I need more.
You hear that?
Into
God
the
is
mic, into
talking
the mic.
to you.
Into the mic.
Come to the Lord and be saved.
And of course, right now, all you hear is a bunch of jukeboxes and
We got a bar.
loud flippers and everything else going around. So you're not hearing God.
So straight into the mic. That's
Okay, let's turn some air conditioning on for a second, guys. Okay. All right. So maybe. All right. Let's just get the woman fork. I think you should do the I mean, I don't know. It has to be a Korean accent.
She can do a pretty good accent.
Like just she can do a different girl's
You know, like
accent.
how you talk to the Japanese?
Oh yeah, I do that one.
Yeah.
It's like a broken up.
Broken up. Right.
So
like
Jean,
like more cute.
your daughter, she's not gone back yet. Has she left?
That's nice. That's nice.
Oh my God, she's alone. Kids now, kids know when their parents
Sounds
are
kind of
there.
Indian.
Hurry back, hurry. Okay, I really not. How you talk to Japanese?
And then the woman fork. How do you want the woman fork to sound?
I just speak mean as hell.
You hear that? God is talking to you. Come to the Lord. Be saved.
Be saved!
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so let's just do that one real quick.
A woman
That
foot.
one, that one.
Hang on.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy.
Okay.
We can have this one.
Off. Okay. And on four.
You hear that? God is talking to you. Come to the Lord. Be saved.
Perfect.
Wow. Wow. I felt that. That was great. That was awesome. Woo.
Wait, hang on. No. Oh, I think that she should do. I mean, for sake of time and like for getting it in the story, I think we need to at least have her in there.
Do it.
Just a weird. Your daughter? She's not gone back yet? Has she left? Oh my God, she's alone? Kids know when their parents aren't there. Hurry back. Here. Hurry.
What do you want?
Okay, Robert, just put it in now.
I mean, and yeah. So let's just get something in there, okay? So let's try that again. Okay.
Not gone back yet?
Okay, you ready? No. You're the Jean, your daughter. Okay. On four.
Your daughter? She's not gone back yet? Has she left?
Perfect. Let's get Danny in there.
Yeah, she goes back in a week, but I'm short $450 to get a camping permit.
Oh my God. She's alone? Kids know when their parents aren't there. Hurry back. Here. Hurry.
I will. Thank you.
Perfect. Music of the bar, fade, street noises, heavy breathing, running, car door slams, motor starts and fails, forks in. Give me a second.
Not now. That's a good one.
Okay, so this is
Not now.
Alright, you guys ready? Not now. Four.
Not now. Oh. Not now. Oh. Not now. That was good. Oh shit. Oh, this is good.
Thank you. What is that?
That's you. That's you. And who's the grocery clerk? Okay. Grocery clerk.
Hey, stop. You got a dime?
That was awesome. Oh, grocery clerk should be what auntie? What auntie? Carrots, 17 cents a pound, 5 pounds. Oranges, 19 cents a pound, 5 pounds. Shut up, dude. But it's,
Let's do those three in a row right after another. Okay, so you guys just switch in. Okay. Carrots, Danny, and then carrots, Danny, and then okay. On 4.
Carrots, 17 cents a pound, 5 pounds. Oranges, 19 cents a pound for 5 pounds.
wait. Here, a Milky Way bar.
With tax, $2.14.
Got a dime?
Good job, Mom.
Good job.
Okay. I think it should be. Where were you? All right. Let me ask you. Where were you?
You've been out there an hour looking for your dad. Disappeared. And you are trying, really trying. Use the natural idea of how you feel. And then find yourself down.
Okay, so yeah, let's try and do it like let's get a flow for it. Let's get these next few ones. Miranda, Danny, Miranda, Danny, Miranda. Okay.
Whimpering into where were you?
You try to.
No, this is you. Look.
Yeah.
This
You
is
gotta
you, huh?
really be crying. That's not
Hana, really? Yeah, go.
This is acting. Okay, so you realize that this is called acting now, right? Where I mean, we've been reading, but like this one really is like, like acting. That's what he's asking you to do. He's asking you to act now.
after you've done a lot of
So
noise.
do a bunch of noise and then go into where were you? Okay. I mean, like think about it. Like your dad. Like think about your dad. You lost at Ala Moana shopping center. You're like,
Oh my god.
you're like people. Where were you? Okay. So just have fun.
How do you panic?
Go for it.
It's a crying voice then. Just a crying voice. Like that, Hana. Go ahead. Yep.
No. You gotta do better than that.
Acting. This is it.
Okay, so hang on. Okay,
Yeah, like that.
Okay, hang on.
Like that,
All
huh?
right, let's see it. All right, so what does acting mean? Like it's not real. It's not
Yeah,
real. But you're acting like, okay? You're acting like, okay? So what would it sound like if you couldn't find your dad? Like, and you were crying. You were in that hysterical.
All alone on the beach in a dark night.
Oh my gosh, all scared.
So how would you do a fake cry? Let me hear a fake cry. That's not a fake cry though. That's not a fake Hana. It's a and he's asking you to do even more than that. I'm not even doing it. He wants you to go. Where were you?
No, not where were you?
Where were you?
Oh.
Well, okay, it could be, but I mean, she has to calm down at some point. She's freaked out,
Well, it's
and now
just
she's
medium.
not freaked out.
Just medium. Now.
Mm.
Okay, so you have to bring that intensity here. And you come to the calm for talking. But this crying voice is intense. Okay? Dad is not here.
So like literally, what does like let me hear that. Let me hear that sound. But that's not that. It's your cry. Let me hear that noise. That's not that noise either.
You have to think that if you lost an animal, like how you would feel when you lost your little rabbit.
The rabbit, yeah.
Okay? When you lost your baby rabbit. Okay? You have to focus in. This is what we need you to step up and so cry. So this is how where's my dad? That's like being so like okay?
Okay.
That's how you have to be.
Go ahead, Hannah.
But this is what it's called for. No.
Come
you
on.
gotta-
It's okay, Hannah. Whatever comes out, it's all good. And we'll direct you. Good. Come on.
Should we practice or record?
Yeah.
Practice.
I record.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hannah, I'm pressing record. You gotta make some type of crying noise, and then after your crying fit, I'm gonna say you need to do some type of crying fit, and, some type of crying fit, and then say where are you? Okay, some type of crying fit. I'm gonna record now. Okay, this is it. Show me how your crying is gonna be.
I don't know.
Show me how your crying's gonna be.
It's okay, Hannah.
Hannah, you gotta do something. What does crying sound like?
You know,
Yeah.
you know what we can do? We can get a sound effect.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just do that.
But try your best. Just try your best.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Do something. Just do something and then say where are you? Okay. All right, ready? I'm recording. And ready, go.
What?
Crying into where were you? Crying. Just cry. Go.
Where were you?
Okay, that was a laugh though. Yeah, I want to try that again because you went. Where were you? Okay, you gotta do. Okay, so let's do two separate recordings.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah. Where were you?
Okay, so no laughing this time. Okay. So as long as you can do the crying for, and then where were you? Okay.
Where were you?
That.
You got it. That's good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, that was good, Hannah. I liked it.
That was.
I
really-
liked it, but I think you can get even more expressive, Hannah. You can go.
No, I don't think. No.
No? Okay, moving on. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Where were you? Yeah. Okay, coming in. You're up next. Come on.
Yeah, so we're gonna go right
We're
into
going
it,
past.
okay?
We're reading.
Like just like
Yeah.
how we were doing before.
That was good.
Okay? So got you a Milky Way. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I got you a Milky Way.
I was out here thinking I was alone, like the stars.
I'm sorry, honey. You were so asleep. I didn't want to disturb you.
I was just waiting for the story with my eyes closed.
Try again.
I was just waiting for the story with my eyes closed.
Next.
Now tell me about the Comet of Span. I'm up.
Perfect. Love
I
that.
think you gotta do that over.
Why?
Yep.
Now tell me about the comet of span.
Now tell me about this comet of span. I'm up.
Okay, say it correctly, but yeah.
And go.
Now tell me about the comet of span. I'm up.
Perfect. Okay. On page 12, guys.
Woo!
Danny, comment of span, Danny, little comment. And so who's doing these voices?
Okay.
All of them?
A low gravelly voice.
Come on. Jerome gotta get on one of these. No, but yeah, I'm supposed to be telling the story too, but yeah. So it's up and yeah, it's the yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Who's doing munching sounds eating a Milky Way bar? Hannah, get in here. Munch it. Recording her. Come on.
Doing things for up point break.
Mentos break. Okay, coffee sip break. Here's a Milky Way, huh? Look, it's in the... Look, I've got a Milky Way bar.
Okay, so wait, hang on. So are we trying to get the crunch on?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. So
And even if she slurs some of the words, it would be expected. Even if it slurs some of your words, because it must be way back. It'll be okay. Walk it back. Walk through what you're making.
if you're gonna Milky Way at 2 a.m.
Science, too sorry. Oh.
Okay, that's
At 2 a.m.
okay. Let's just do one thing real quick. Okay. So let's just first of all let's do short innings. Okay, ready?
Sure. Get in the sleeping bag.
All right. Now let's do. Rustling sounds is. Okay, so just have fun with it. And maybe. Yeah, so just have fun eating it. Just like this is your chance to eat the bar, okay? You guys ready?
Sure.
Oh.
Our story begins on a strange violet night. The comet of Span was ripping out a tunnel in the hard rock obsidian sky, with violet sparks spraying everywhere, when a little comet informed him that a four-worded star demanded to see him. The comet of Span says, "I have no use for a star's demands." The other comet was shocked. Comets had always been dutiful helpers of the stars, and to be asked to see a four-worded star was a great honor. No comet would refuse. The little comet says, "Oh, how I know why a comet so massive as you has but a three-worded name. It is the star of sapphire sight. The star, some believe, will become the third master storyteller of the cosmos. who has requested your presence. I thought there were only two master living storytellers of the land of the... Sorry, let me try that again. Woo! Repeat. I thought there were only two master storytellers of the land of the living stars. The great tall mountain star, the first master storyteller, and the great blazing flare star, the second master storyteller. Only two stars who have been honored with an 8-worded name. Just when did we anoint a third? The star of Sapphire Sight is trying to be the third, and she wants to see you. Well, I'm busy. You want me to report back that a 3-worded comet refuses a demand from a 4-worded star of such high regard? She'll likely punish me. Just go back.
Try that again.
Just go back. Just don't go back. But all my comet friends are there. Make new friends. I and 2,000 other comets have pledged our life to her so that her experiment might work.
You went really big, so.
Oh, yeah. We went.
No, that's
We're
good.
just
I-
going. I was like,
I think the flow of that is
let's
great.
go.
So let's keep on going.
Okay.
So let's get this last one, and then Miranda.
What page is
14.
14?
Yes.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Let's just record this last one, and then. Alright.
Where are we? Comet is back. Suffering bowling lobsters. What? You all agree to sacrifice your lives for a dumb star that wants to be the third master storyteller. I'll straighten her out. Lead the way. She doesn't deserve a 2-worded name. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but I don't know.
So let's.
throwing stuff out there, guys.
Last time.
Yeah. She doesn't deserve a 2-worded name.
Doesn't deserve a 2-worded name.
Oh.
I just do that real quick. Hang on. Okay.
She doesn't deserve a 2-worded name.
Perfect. So let's just do one at a time right now. Okay, let's go into Miranda. Okay, ready, go.
He's so bratty. He doesn't. But he is really. Wait.
He's so bratty, but
He is really trying to help the comets. But is he really trying to help the comets?
What is he? Or he
but it, so yeah, so it should be but is he?
Yeah.
Okay. But is he really
Write
trying to?
that in.
It's a question.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
There you go.
question. But is he? He's so bratty. But is he really even trying to help the comets?
No, it's not right. No. He's so bratty. But he is really trying to help.
Oh,
Oh.
so it's a statement.
Ah.
Because, I mean, he's trying to save this comet
is.
from losing his life.
So actually
He
take out that
is.
question mark.
Yeah.
Erase the question mark because the
Underline
question mark
and
makes
then-
you feel like it's a question.
Yeah. No question.
But he is.
Yeah, he is.
So put a circle around is.
Yeah. We underline. Yeah.
Underline. But he is trying to help. So
Yes.
that's the word that we're trying to emphasize is the word is. Okay. Let's try that whole thing again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's so bratty. But he is really trying to help the comets.
Stop. Then let's do
He's so bratty, but he.
So two comets arrive into the cone of the sorry. Repeat. So two comets arrive into the cone of the star of Sapphire's sight, and the comet of Span shines forth his brilliant lights. Yeah, yeah. Repeat. So two comets arrive into the cone of the star of Sapphire sight, and the comet of Span shines forth his brilliant lights. Other comets turn their heads to avoid the glare. The star of Sapphire's sight flares back. The other comets, shocked, utter murmurs of disapproval with hush-like noises. The comet of Span closes his eyes, yelling, "Why should I help a star that blinds me with her lights?" The star of Sapphire's sight says, "Surely no comet would speak first to a living star." Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with my voice right now. So this is the fourth one, right? So we're a little comet. We're a comet of Span. The ones from before. The meek one. So, but the comet of Span. Oh, the comet of Span. Why should I help a star that blinds me with her light? Yeah, that one, huh? So, in a stuffy, sophisticated voice, this is a new one, right? Okay.
So Star of Sapphire is the one that is trying to better herself and get beyond, and she's like,
Right.
surely no
Yeah.
comet
Okay.
speak first to a living star.
Right. Okay. I'm in. Okay, shoot. Why should I help a star that blinds me with her light? The star of Sapphire sight says, "Surely no comet would speak first to a living star."
Okay, so we're gonna go back and forth, guys.
Okay.
Alright. I think we got it. Danny, you want to practice your long part?
We can. Yep. She has a quivering face with rope-like yellow and greens that streak across it. She has two black pupils in her eyes that can roll around to her inner body and show the backside of her eyeballs to be yellow-green. Her eyes dwell in a deep hole while looking upward at a lavishly laced turquoise throne, sprinkled with colorful diamonds. Her face, it's severe but stately. Her body torso has two long, continually waving arms, as if she is trying to keep her balance with her two arms. She has no legs. Her ground is a misty cloud of purples the comets call the purple phrase.
Her ground is a misty cloud of purples. The comets call the purple
Yeah,
phrase.
okay. Her ground is a misty cloud of purples the comets call the purple phrase.
Miranda?
Boy, she'll look strange coming here.
Perfect. Alright, you ready?
Woo!
Okay, so we're not gonna do the last line. Boy, she'll look strange until after. Okay, so I want to get mostly Danny on this one, but for sure the first part too.
Okay.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
What does she look like?
Oh. To us, very strange.
Tell me.
She has a quivering face with rope-like yellow and greens that streak across it. She has two black pupils in her eyes that can roll around to her inner body and show the backside of her eyeballs to be yellow-green. Her eyes dwell in a deep hole while looking upward at a lavishly laced turquoise throne sprinkled with colorful diamonds. Her face, it's severe but stately. Her body torso has two long, continually waving arms, as if she is trying to keep her balance with two arms. She has no legs. Her ground is a misty cloud of purples the comets call the purple phrase.
Let's just capture that last line. I'm on 4.
Boy, she'll look strange coming here.
Perfect. Let's go to the next page. 16. This is mostly Danny at this point. All Danny can see. Okay, are you ready, Mr. Danny? Oh, you want to practice?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
If she can transcend time, she'll have to free herself from her throne and change her body shape. She wouldn't look like that here. She would have to reshape into beings like us, or maybe a clever animal like a snake. And she speaks now with a commanding voice. You are only a lowly comet with but a three-worded comet name. Surely you, like all comets, can help the stars. Her two hands rise in a dramatic fashion. Sapphire flares emit from the bottom of her well. She cools down, reducing her blinding light, so the comet of Span can see her again. And she continues. I have a job for you, and you will do it. I will give you a four-worded name. It will give you a four-worded name. What you stars choose to call me is no concern of mine. Ask your knowledge bank who you are talking to.
So if you can get all the way up to
Attention, sorry.
so the first paragraph is line 17.
Okay. Okay.
So is it for all one time until that?
Okay.
Okay. Good work.
That's okay. If she can transcend time, she'll have to free herself from her throne and change her body shape. She wouldn't look like that, or repeat. She wouldn't look like that here. She would have to reshape into beings like us, or maybe a clever animal like a snake. And she never speaks back. Repeat. And she never speaks. Sorry. And she speaks back now with a commanding voice. You are only a lowly comet with a but three-worded comet name. Surely you, like all comets, can help the stars. Her two hands rise in a dramatic fashion. Sapphire flares emit from the bottom of her well. She cools down, reducing her blinding light, so the comet of Span can see her again. And she continues. I have a job for you, and you will do it. I will give you a four-worded name. What you stars choose to call me is of no concern of mine. Ask your knowledge bank who you are talking to. The comet of Span sneers at a sassy, smiling robot contraption wrapped around his waist. The contraption jumps about excited at the attention.
Perfect. All right. Give
Miranda! Oh, Star Wars like Boba Fett. Yeah.
Here's what you're kind.
Oh, we watch Boba Fett.
You watch Boba Fett.
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch all of it. I'm like on episode like 6.
Really? I I tried to do it one day. I did. But for my 2-year-old kid, it's not. The same.
yeah,
You know,
2 years, not yet.
It's like.
Not yet, 2 years.
So I don't. Okay, so we're gonna start with Miranda. Actually, you just have one word here. Let's just actually record. Just Miranda for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They have robots
If she can
there.
transcend time.
Like, they have robots there, like Star Wars. Like, wait. Repeat. They have robots there, like that movie I saw, Star Wars. They have robots there, like Star Wars. Like, wait. Repeat. They have robots there, like that movie I saw, Star Wars.
Let's go, Danny. Alright, so real quickly, you want to practice this real quick?
Yeah,
Along with it, huh?
yeah. I mean, we can just try it. Yes, they call them knowledge banks. When a star sends a story to another star, they put it on a honing crystal. The comets pick up these honing crystals and absorb the information in their knowledge banks. Then comets contain the stories for eons, with all the stars' tears and joys that star life has experienced throughout history. And the knowledge speaks to the comet of span. Sorry, what's knowledge? Who's knowledge bank? Oh, that's me. I am Joe Dawn. Very doable for the stars. She is the star of Sapphire Side, possibly to be the third master storyteller of the land of the living stars. The first to transcend time. Is that good? Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. But the comet of... Sorry, can we try that? I am Joe Dawn.
Very doable.
Yeah. I am Joe Dawn. Very doable for the stars. She is the star of Sapphire Sight, possibly to be the third master storyteller of the land of the living stars, the first to transcend time. But the comet of span has a funny way of interrupting what Joe Dawn said. He says.
He says.
He says to the star of Sapphire Sight, "Oh, I hear him. Oh, I hear him." Yeah? Yeah, some pompous ass who is determined to be the third master storyteller. Wasn't two enough. Sorry. The star of Sapphire Sight gets real upset.
So we can continue all the way up until Miranda. Okay, so this is what practicing.
Suffering boiling lobsters. Suffering bowling lobsters. I'll straighten you out. The comet of span. Sorry.
So is the star Sapphire a girl?
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, I thought it was the.
But I'm just saying, don't do a.
Oh, it's a different one. Yeah, I thought it was the comet of span. Sorry.
Suffering bowling lobsters.
Suffering bowling lobsters. I'll straighten you out. Yeah, the high one. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
That's a lot to figure out.
The comet of span swirls seemingly in pain. He creates a dust storm of violet powders that mix with white and blue powders of the cone. and surges away. Violet sparks crack the hard rock obsidian sheen. Sorry. Violet sparks crack the hard rock obsidian sheen above as he departs into the hard rock. As his tail whips away at the sky like a hacksaw, thousands of comets in the tunnel spin and murmur, "How dreadful! Outrageous!" And she speaks again. "Send me to the 2 spectral sand comets now!" Oh.
It sounds like Monty Python.
Yeah. Yes, I'm saying. Send me the 2 spectral sand comets. Okay. I am. That's good. Okay, Star of Sapphire Sight. That's the high one, yeah? "Send me the 2 spectral sand comets now!" She starts hurling little honing crystals into the funnel as other comets quickly retrieve them and leave. A few honing crystals reach the Comet of Span, but he throws them back at the Star of Sapphire Sight.
So
Woo!
let's go all the way from. Oh, what did we last leave off?
Experienced throughout history, and the knowledge speaks to the Comet of Span.
I am Jodan.
Wait, you recorded?
Show you what I have.
Then comets contain the stories for eons, with all the stars' tears and joys that star life has experienced throughout history, and the knowledge speaks to the Comet of Span.
So we're gonna start from there, and so we're gonna start from I am Jodan. Jodan is somebody who hasn't been. I like what you did. I am Jodan.
Yeah, I am Jodan. What happened to my Jodan?
Doable or doable?
Oh, here's
17.
Yeah, okay.
So we're doing 17 all the way up until Miranda.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I am Jodan. I am Jodan, very doable for the stars. She is the Star of Sapphire Sight, possibly to be the 3rd master storyteller of the land of the living stars, the first to transcend time. But the Comet of Span was a funny way of interrupting what Jodan said. He says to the Star of Sapphire Sight, "Ah, I'll say, I got it. Woo! Okay. Right. So,
Okay, you guys ready?
okay.
So start from Danny. On board.
But the Comet of Span has a funny way of interpreting. How do you say interpreting? Interpreting? Okay. Sorry. But the Comet of Span has a funny way of interpreting what Jodan said. Sorry, repeat. Interpreting what Jodan said. But the Comet of Span has a funny way of interpreting what But the Comet of Span has a funny way of interpreting what Jodan said. He says to the Star of Sapphire Sight, "Oh, I hear him. Yeah, some pompous ass who is determined to be the 3rd master storyteller. Wasn't two enough." The Star of Sapphire Sight gets real upset. "Suffering bowling lobsters! I'll straighten you out." The Comet of Span... The Comet of Span swirls seeming... Repeat. The comet of Span swirls seemingly in pain. He creates a dust storm of violet powders that mixes with white and blue powders of the cone and surges away. Violet sparks crack the hard rock obsidian sheen above as he departs into the hard rock, as his tail whips away at the sky like a hacksaw. Thousands of comets in the tunnel spin and murmur, "How dreadful! Outrageous!" And she speaks again. "Send me the 2 spectral sand comets now!" She starts hurling little honing crystals into the funnel as other comets quickly retrieve them and leave. A few honing crystals reach the comet of Span, but he throws them back at the star of Sapphire's sight.
All right, Miranda.
Miranda!
Here.
Woo!
Actually, right, so let's just do the first, that daddy part. Just do that by yourself. Okay, you ready?
Come on.
So, Daddy, I didn't know Stamens and Karma's fight. Okay, ready?
Daddy, I didn't know comets and stars fight.
Perfect. All right, next page, page 19, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna do this at the same time now.
Okay.
She's the poo? Oh, yeah. Oh, fart.
Thanks, Anna.
It's a good one. Hey, that type of awareness is good. So thank you.
Thanks, Anna. All good.
That gets a fist
Awesome.
bump. That gets
Whoop,
a fist
whoop,
bump.
whoop, whoop,
That
whoop,
gets
whoop.
a fist bump.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's focus, guys.
On it.
Yes, honey. All the way up until daddy. Okay. You guys ready?
Mhm.
Oh, should we practice?
You want to practice or no?
I think you got this.
Let's
All
try.
right. Make sure you know your part, Miranda. Dad, you got it. Let's go.
Yes, honey. All stories mirror forth into all lands, and like here, sometimes there are fights and anger.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another of my own kind. Okay. Okay.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever. So that all one line. I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another of my own kind. What happens to baby stars? They must cry a lot. That's so sad. And meeting a bratty comet, what do they do? Okay, so like really get that one to flow with that whole big thing, okay? Should we just record one at a time? Yeah, let's record one at a time. Okay, so let's get that one. Okay, Miranda, I'm glad.
I'm glad I'm not alone in a well forever, never to meet another of my own kind.
Did you hear that?
Yes,
Yeah, what was the
echo.
other one? The other track?
Echo.
No, I don't think so.
Like how the one was doing before.
Yeah, but it shouldn't do that though.
Echo.
Let's try that again. So that whole big long thing, okay? Oh, that's what it is. It's up here. That. Now, sorry about that. That was my fault. And we're in.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another of my own kind. What happens to baby stars? They must cry a lot. That means that's so sad. Wait.
Okay.
And meeting a bratty comet, what do they do? It doesn't feel good.
You say again? Yeah.
It doesn't feel that good. Though.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we just practiced.
So here it is.
Gotta do it again.
Yes.
So here it is. What happens to baby stars? They must cry a lot. That's so sad. And meeting a bratty comet, what do they do? So basically, think of this: is Moran is taking in all this information, and she's kind of finally
Listen,
she's
listen.
just like repeating. She's like blah blah blah. She's like thinking of all these things. Like her brain is going. She's like really intaking all this. Okay, let's try that whole thing again.
Sure.
Okay, so it's don't need to touch it. Don't need, okay, just kind of get it. Just want to practice quick? Go for practice. I can hear you.
The first one and the second one?
Both.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another of my own kind.
Go on.
Never to see another of my own kind.
What happens to baby stars?
What happens to baby stars? They must cry a lot. That's so sad. And meeting a bratty comet, what do they do?
All right, you ready?
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another of my own kind. What happens to baby stars? They must cry a lot. That's so sad. And meeting a bratty comet, what do they do?
Perfect.
I like the second one. I
like
think the
that
first
one
one
a lot.
can do again, yeah?
No, I'll fix it up. I'll fix it up, guys. I'll fix it up.
I think what we're gonna do is I'm glad I'm not a star alone.
Maybe a
And
cone.
I'm gonna take out the up to time. Stop it out.
Okay.
And that way
Never
it'll
to see
go.
another. I'm glad I'm not a star alone. My own kind is being.
I'm glad I'm a star alone, period.
You're taking it. Another. Never to see another. That's all.
Don't say anything after this.
That's all.
Take a breath.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever. Never to see another.
Try to see it. I'm glad. Good.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone.
No, no.
I'm
you,
glad
you
I'm
don't,
not a star
don't stop.
alone.
Just go. I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever,
Okay, so
never
hang on.
to see another.
Okay, so what distinguishes different parts is actually your breath. So you actually need to get from one side to the other without breathing. So it should sound like I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another one of my own. So never to see another.
See how that was a breath? Okay.
There you go.
Take your time.
Okay.
That's good. Yep, yep.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another. Never to see another.
Never to see another.
Another.
With the hand.
Never to see another.
Never to see another. Okay, next one.
Yeah, the second line is good. I think. What happens to baby stars? Yeah, you got it. Huh? I think so.
Give me a second. Give me
Yeah.
a second. Give me a second.
Just that first one.
All right, so let's do the first one. And ready, go.
I'm glad I'm not a star.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone. In a wait.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever.
Okay.
And just get that measure. Get that whole little paragraph together.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another.
Okay. Let's try that one more time. I want that to flow off of your tongue. I want that to flow.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a star alone. I can't even do it. I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another. You know what I mean? One nice
Okay.
big thing. Okay, that's all you have to say, okay?
I'm glad I'm not a star alone in. I'm glad I'm not a star alone in a well forever, never to see another.
Stop. Perfect. And that over there. Okay, and then is that next?
Yes.
Right, that part.
Comets perform light shows that Comets perform light shows that so entertain baby stars, and the planets are their friends too. and other stars send baby stars children's stories and toys on a glowing page that so delight baby stars. So being a baby in the land of the stars can be fun at times.
And go.
They're so
Comets
alone.
perform light shows.
Go.
They're so alone. I'm glad you're here, Daddy.
Boom. Done. All right, guys. Page. Oh,
That's it.
that's it.
I thought there was one more.
Bip, 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 bip. We did it. Bip, 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 bip. Holy noodles! I thought it was gonna go on forever. I thought it was like that. The span of time was gonna. Okay. Woo! Guys, you finish it. I don't want that. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. All right, take off your headphones. You can pass them to me.
My Mentos.
Pull out of the headphone realm.
Out of the
We're
headphones.
back, guys. We're back. Woo!
Thanks.
Okay.
Hana!
So,
Enjoy that Milky Way.
Thank you.
This is so unbelievable. I just can't even imagine how it came out this good.
Allah e miata awoke, eyes facing the nighttime sky. The violet pyramid sun, as always, hung at the zenith. The sky looked like a fluttering ocean of lights with deep, dark red canyons that seemed to pry deeper into space. Tonight, there was a flurry of twinkling lights as hundreds of meteorites bit the dust in the thick, rich, dark red atmosphere of old Earth. Still visible was the brilliant comet Ta'aloha, with its hazy green tail that stretched across a full third of the sky. Ta'aloha was the talk of the land. Storytellers watched its every move, every night. Everyone felt here was a story, a sign of a great event. Ala'e Miata rose to the sitting position from his warm rock bed. It was the stir of a leaf that had awoken him in the middle of the night. It sounded like thunder to his sensitive ears. He was alert. He watched the leaf flutter in the wind as it zigzagged down the hill. He focused on its peculiar spinning as it fell into the hot water lake and disappeared. A bird with orange and red feathers circled the leaf as if it were prey diving toward it. Striking the hot surface, the bird died in an instant, its body floating on the bubbling waters, then too disappearing out of sight. It was the sign Ala'e Miata had been waiting for, a clue to the electric frenzy in the air that had been tingling his aura. Yes, there was a story, but Ta'aloha, the great comet, was not the momentous sign. The real story lied in the lake, but its implications were so shocking that for a moment, Ala'e Miata struggled to breathe. He set a course northwest, the direction the leaf had flown. He flung his warm rocks, wrapped in his thick leather satchel, over his shoulder, while his turquoise cane tested the ground before him. His bare feet absorbed the heat of the red clay. The pyramid sun lit the night sky so that the plain of purple and orange flowers of the meadows below could be seen in a fluorescent glow of eerie light. The red sun began to rise, its dawn purple on the horizon. Dark clouds seemed to dance in the breeze as a green-blue morning sky arose. Ta'aloha was still visible in the early dawn,
though his green tail now looked brown. The violet pyramid sun at the zenith of the sky waned so that it remained as merely a glowing dot in the sky. The reddened sun came into prominence, rising higher. There was a low-laying crimson mist, a mixture of the steam from the hot water lakes and the atmosphere, that wove in and out of the dense foliage as if it were a living snake. Ala e Meata gently nudged the bushes apart with his cane, making his way northwest. All life was abuzz now. There was connective electricity in the air. But must this be the story? He must learn. Northwest, he continued, for now he knew it was the only place the story could be spoken. He came to a mountain crest and gazed below, to the orange and purple flowered plain, where now stands Polihale Kauai. Hanging his head down, almost in disgrace, he embraced the thought of walking into the town. He knew they would be looking for a clue. He knew they would beg him to reveal what was causing the connective electricity in the air. He knew he had no answer to alleviate the worry in their hearts. He circled the perimeter of the cities to avoid the pain in their tragic faces, to avoid the questions he could not answer. But did he have time to skirt them all? Had the leaf not fallen toward the northwest, they would look to him to understand the flow. Even he had not foreseen what was in the wind now. Suddenly, it was so obvious. It was even in the eyes of the trees. What could man have done in 9,000 years of civilization to deserve this? Had man not paid due respect to the gods? Had they not lived in harmony with the land? Maybe he, a storyteller, could be more sensitive to the wishes of the gods. Could I have avoided this? He wondered. He must turn around. He must face each town. He must at least tell them where the story is. Opening his satchel, he carefully chose 2 warm rocks and brushed them against each other, allowing the rumble within one rock to mix with the rumble in the other. He listened carefully to the vibrations of their gentle collisions. A melody leapt into his mind. He put his cane in his sheath at his side and headed for the town below. Walking in rhythm as he brushed the 2 rocks together, he began to sing. This is a story of a blessed land, born out of fire into red clay sand. As he came down the mountain into the plain, villagers could see his dancing lights, and soon a great commotion broke forth. Everyone rushed to the center square where the storyteller spoke. First sat the hearers, men and women who could memorize a storyteller's word on a single hearing, even if the story was many days long. Second came the musicians, who play the music orchestrated by the lights of Ala e Meata. Yes, the lights upon the mountain were famous, for they were the lights of the master storyteller of this huge landmass, whose visits to the town always bestowed great respect to their village. For in a land of no mass politics, nor complex commerce, stories gave each village its prominence. As he descended the hill, Ala e Meata brushed the same 2 warm rocks against one another, on and off, humming the melodies within his lights and singing with his words. As he entered the town, mothers rushed up to him with their babies in their arms, begging him to look into their children's eyes, for it was well known in this land that the eyes of babies were the clearest roads to the future. But he did not look. Such a crowd was before him. He was afraid of being trampled. He put his rocks back in his leather satchel, pulled forth his turquoise wand, and with a magical wave, he was upon center stage. All spectators knelt and prepared for the story. Ala e Meata began. There is a story, but it is not here. The story lies to the northwest. Those who wish to follow me may. Those who wish to stay should. For there is only good in the eyes of the gods. He turned to northwest and made his way through the crowd. The villagers were stunned. Why should he even have come if the story is to the northwest? Why could he not even look into the eyes of the babies? Did not their own town deserve respect? Had they not dutifully praised the gods equally the past 9,000 years? What had they done wrong? But he was moving forward into the northwest toward the story. The rhythm pounded, word spread. Hundreds of musicians and hearers followed him. Thousands who heard of Allah e Me'ata's proclamation in Zagora started a great flow of people to the northwest. Each town he walked through brought more to the throng of people who followed him. He knew the gods well, knew of the great war 9,000 years before, when the wind gods had nearly annihilated this beautiful land. But people then had made a mistake. They had praised some gods more than others. Jealousy broke out in the world of the wind gods. Had not the storytellers since been so careful to praise the wind gods equally? Did not each one reserve equal respect? So why the electricity between Tu'u? The north wind god and the west wind god, Arimmata. Would not Tanaroa, the south wind god, notice the pole and wonder? And would that not disturb the gentle east wind god? But it was too late to wonder. It was best not to wonder until he reached the northwest gate, where now stands Yosu, Korea. Yes, the trek was 3,000 miles. Each day he looked to the sky, to the plains of balance, beauty, freedom, nothingness, and love. He knew this condition was not caused by the great comet Ta'aloha. Was the plane of beauty in the east already unstable? He looked to the south into the deep red canyons of the plains of freedom, who now seemed to be gouging deeper and deeper holes into the fabric of the sky. He looked north to the plain of love. He heard it moaning, cracking. Were the gyrations struggling to balance the plane of beauty? He looked to the west at the mysterious plane of nothingness. It lay silent, too still. It seemed ready for annihilation at a moment's call. He felt a tremor from beneath the ground and shuddered. Would there even be time to tell this story? He fell to his knees and prayed to the gods for his peoples. Behind him, thousands followed his lead and fell praying. Days passed, nights passed. He walked on, noticing more and more the fear in the eyes of the babies, the strange lean of the ala-ala tree, Ta'aloha's desperate coiling tail trying to avoid plunging into the great red sun, the birds flying in unison northwest, and the rumblings within his sacred rocks. He came to the last ridge, which looked down upon the village known as the Great Northwest Gate, the sea village where now stands Yosu, Korea. Behind him, walking 5 abreast, were 1,200 hearers and musicians, now all singing. This is the story of an ancient land, born out of fire into red clay sand. Now she has sunken deep in the ocean, burying her secrets far. Now she has sunken deep in the ocean, only to return through the sky and through the mighty Valentine. All of these worlds will now unwind, building a dream that tears the mind. This is the story of a beauty star, born out of fire in the distant far. Now she has sunken it's far. Now she has sunken deep in the ocean, only to return through the sky and through the mighty Valentine. All of these worlds will now unwind, building a dream that tears the mind. The reddened sun was quivering as it fell in the west, its northern tip now looking like a giant rainbow, casting a dark shadow over the emerald ocean below. The villagers of the great northwest gate listened to the singing. As the words became clear, the people fell to the ground weeping. The other pilgrims who had come so far from other parts of Turuaha now stood against the red clay cliffs that loomed at the village's north. The residents of the sea town moved to the center square. Ala e Meata moved steadily across the plain, his people still 5 abreast, still singing. The villagers of the great northwest gate now circled the center stage, but their eyes were not on Ala e Meata. They looked in awe at the steep red clay cliffs. A great lighted being upon a white horse stood there, high, alone, above the cliffs. Suddenly, the reddened night sun wilted to a premature dawn as the lady upon the white horse's blue-colored lights opened the sky. Below, the emerald sea crashed against the red clay cliffs. Ala e Meata looked high, saw her beauty, and he too fell to the ground weeping. The ocean waves thrashed upon the sandy beach, washing over fallen Ala e Meata. He rose, his eyes fixed upon his feet, his body turned to the sea. The hearers settled in the inner circle, and the musicians rushed to set up their instruments. His lights began rolling forth like archer bows of colored rain, his back facing the villagers. They were stunned. They looked to the red cliffs to where she stood. Now standing on the white horse, the hearers forgot some of Ala e Meata's words. The musicians lay stilled, unable to follow the music of his lights. Hours passed. At last, the hearers and the musicians recovered. They spoke his words, gradually lifting them from dissonant tones into harmonies. Ala e Meata spoke. Great Northwest Gate, land of the emerald waves and the thundering Red Sea below, land of the great mass exodus. Ages will pass. Gone will be the gypsy trees and the secret paths to the stars. Gone will be the roads to the E and the great whale galaxies. Gone will be the poles to the land of spirits. Gone will be the ways to the living gods. But look to the southeast, for the Makaku must be filled. The times of Turuaha must return in the least likely way, in the least likely times. Above, upon the red clay cliffs, she rode upon her white horse, her blood-stained white robe blowing in the southeast wind, her eyes fixed upon a spot in the deep red canyon sky. Below, Ala e Meata steadied his vision on the waves and the Red Sea below. Here arose from a spell. It is for the great west wind god to give his flesh to the sea, to preserve the mighty Valentine. The villagers wept and wept and wept. His final words spoke of utter annihilation. Arimata! Arimata! Ali'i! Atai turuaha! Above upon the cliffs, she rode upon her horse, her star diamonds brilliant in the orange-colored dawn, the flowers bending to her great lights. She disappeared into the crimson mist as the musicians took up their song, and their hearers began the repetition. "26 years later, Turuaha sunk into the sea. The roads to the gods were severed in one violent night. The poles to the galaxies crumbled into shreds, their sharp rock daggers plunging into the sinking lands. The plains of beauty and freedom quivered and then spun down the plain of nothingness. The sky started lifting with a frightful sound that those still clinging to life in other parts of the world called the monster of death. As it lifted, the sky went black, devoid of any light. In 5 thundering roars, the sky leapt. The great pyramid sun of the zenith lifted out of view. The great comet Ta'aloha, after circling closer and closer to the reddened sun, collided with Venus and then plunged into the sun. The sun, now denser, rekindled its fire, bringing forth our new yellow sun. The skies turned powder blue. The deep red canyon cracks of our sky lifted out of view. A new, much denser moon appeared, and the image of man condensed into smaller, much denser bodies. And from this density grew forth flesh like that of the lesser animals. Now man was left alone, disconnected from the gods. A new, altered universe appears. A denser, harsher world, our earth, in our time. Some called it Lemuria or Mu, but in the high self, in the sound of the fisherwoman, it is called Turuaha, where the 4 gods meet as one.
Good job, Hana.
Yayo.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you. Is that your first experience with a microphone?
Things we do.
Yes.
You never had a microphone in your face before?
Not like this for recording. No.
Did you ever go on a performance mic before? Like on a stage?
Not yet. Not there yet.
Okay, singing,
soon.
dancing,
Pretty soon.
doing hula, pounding poi. What you like do? What you like do?
I think I'll make poi.
Yeah, right?
No, you gonna play music with us. You can come along.
No, the pounding poi is the music. I'm pounding the poi now.
Pounding the
Boom boom, boom boom, chaka chaka, boom boom.
So, let's see, how am I going to do that?
What's the question now?
You're going to send him, when we do the song, the rudimentary song, I'm going to give him the information of how it's going to be done. It's like a skit.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about?
The song.
The bong song.
The bong song. Okay, so what about the bong song?
With both of them singing.
Oh, both of them are gonna be singing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta create the bass first, and then we'll send it to them, and then we'll have them come in.
I'm going to give them all the instructions on it, on how it's going to happen, and they can practice it.
Yeah, but later. It doesn't have to happen now.
No, but I mean, we're going to take a lot of practice.
You guys get pears and oranges there for you guys.
That's all.
Let's have some.
You want something over here? Got carrot and lemon and
You know what?
jasmine.
I get this one right here. Okay, you know what? I go check. I go make sure.
Get plethora.
Plethora.
Yeah, get plethora over here.
Okay, I go take one of these.
Yeah, take two.
I just take one.
What about a drink? Look. All is nice.
No. You know what? I'm good. I'm good.
I'll take it, Karen.
No, I don't even drink that one. He'll drink. Yes. Carrot juice. Carrot juice.
All right, this is the song. We're going to send it to you, the scratch. And it's a skit that you guys are doing at the bus stop. And,
And it's nuts. You gotta be willing to get nuts.
well, they won't have a problem once they hear the music. The music is like, and by the way, it has a 5/4 bar.
Perfect.
It's incredible, but we got a hit. Bong, bong, bong.
So it's like kind of a like. I would say the best word is just kind of insane, like rah rah rah.
You gotta get out this
Insane.
bubble and out there.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
We're gonna get it.
On command, cry. Oh, that's a laugh. Okay. Okay. On command, cry. That is not a cry. Well, you never cried before.
You won't have to cry.
You never cried before.
Yeah, but not on command.
Hey, guys, when she was a baby, she wouldn't cry. Not so much. Really?
She doesn't know how to cry.
That's why she don't like
But you know, you don't have to worry about the song, the bong song. Don't worry about it. You won't have to cry at all.
Good. Yeah, good.
The
So
bong
that's
song.
that's the lyrics and the chords, and we're gonna send you the structure. All right.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys.